Hi everybody. My name is Stephanie Richardson. I'm an access consciousness facilitator and also a professional photographer. Over the past few years, I've learned a lot about what makes it a lot more comfortable to be in front of the camera, both by being behind the camera and being in front of the camera myself. I used to think I was shy, which is sort of funny, and I also used to be real awkward in front of the camera for a number of reasons. So a few people recently have asked me how to have a different reality being in front of the camera, and I'd love to share some of that with you. So if you'd like to have more ease in front of the camera, if you'd like to show up as you in front of the camera, and if you'd like your headshots, both for business or for acting, to actually have the draw and the pull that's possible in a photograph, I'd love to have you join me in the next few videos. See you soon. Hey guys, it's Stephanie Richardson here again, and this is the first thing that I walk through people when they come to get a photo, to do a photo session with me. So it's all about the camera and how to interact with the camera. Sounds a little strange, but it's the difference between having that glazed over blank look and like you're staring generally at something, or the ability to actually make really strong eye contact with the person on the other side of the camera. So the way to do that is, what you want to see is that regardless of the size or the regardless of the intimidating size of the camera, lenses generally look like this on the, there you go, that's good. Generally look like this whenever you look into them. Well, does it look like anything else that you recognize? Possibly an eyeball? So what you want to do is actually make eye contact with the lens. Now, if you're doing something like, looking off to the side and looking regal or something, then of course that's a different story. But if you actually want to make eye contact with your audience, you want to make eye contact first with the lens. Hey there, it's Stephanie again. So in the first tip, I showed you how the lens is like an eye and how to make eye contact with the lens. Well, if you feel awkward while you're making eye contact, then that tip alone may not help you very much. So what I'm going to show you now is what to do with that eye contact. So one of the easiest ways people seem to be able to make the transition to being more comfortable is by thinking about somebody that, well, I'll just do it with you. Okay, so think about someone that you care for deeply, that cares about you deeply, and loves you no matter what you do. If you can't imagine that person, like if you don't have that person in your life, if you can just imagine what that would be like, that's enough. So what you want to do is pull that feeling up, that feeling of being absolutely cared for and adored. And now you want to make the eye that's the camera, you want to make that the eye that you're feeling. Okay? So bring that feeling up. There you go. And then you're interacting with that as the eye. I'm pointing at the lens right now. So oops, right there. Yeah. So you want to look there and you want to make eye contact with that person who cares about you so deeply and allow that feeling to well up within you of gratitude and peace and joy. Then when you connect with the camera in that way, the person on the other side is actually going to have that same connection with you, right? So cool. So step one, see the camera as an eye. Step two, seeing it as an absolutely infinitely caring eye. And look at it like you would look at that person. So like if I adore someone, the way I feel about my nephew when I see him, the way that I light up whenever he's in a room, I'm going to bring that feeling up. And then I'm going to look into the lens with that feeling. And I'm going to interact with all the people on the other side from that feeling of absolute joy and appreciation and gratitude. How's it get any better than that? Now I realize you may need a few more tips, so there's more to follow. Ciao. Hey guys, it's Stephanie Richardson again. So the first tip, I'm going to just run real quickly through all the other tips we've gotten to, and then we'll get to an energy pull. So the first tip was to see the lens as an eye and to make eye contact with it as an eye. The second tool that I gave you was to picture that that eye belonged to someone that you care about so deeply and are so grateful for that every time you see them, you light up. And to make eye contact with the lens in that way and feel the gratitude and appreciation and joy. The next tool I'm going to give you is something called an energy pull. So people have been asking about this. Now, literally all you have to do is ask for it, but there are some things that make it a little bit easier. So I'm going to walk you through 2 exercises. So the first one is actually expanding out. So what if you've got a body and you've got a being? Right? So the body one is the one who's actually like breathing and interacting physically with the camera. And what if the being was the one that was actually like connecting with the people on the other side of the lens? Okay, let's just say that's true. If that's true, the being is actually more expansive than the body. Well, that's not entirely true, but the being is actually can expand out in all directions, right? So let's try that real fast. So what I want you to do is, and just know that when you ask for it, it happens, and usually happens faster than your mind can actually computate it. So what you want to do is you want to expand to the corners of the room. So just imagine, whoop, there you go. Nice. Now then from there, what you want to do is expand to the size of the building that you're in. Don't worry, I'm going to keep walking you through it. There you go. Cool. All right, awesome. Now you want to expand to the size of the city block, and you want to go ahead and expand down into the earth and up above you as well. Awesome. It's cool. It's happening. Yeah, nice. Okay, so then you want to expand, let's say, to the size of the city that you're in, and into the earth that deep and out beyond you that deep. Cool. And just breathe and enjoy it. There you go. Cool. Yep. It happened. Everybody did it. Okay. And then you want to expand out to the size of the country that you're in. And that same distance down into the earth and above you. Cool. Breathe into it. There you go. It's cool. You got it. And then you want to go ahead and let's try the whole hemisphere. Awesome. And into the earth and out into the atmosphere. Cool. And now the size of the entire earth. Ah, that feels much better. Thank you. And then expand out and expand out and expand out. Hundreds of thousands of miles in all directions. Cool. Now from that space, you can connect with all the people who will see your photograph across time. So what you want to do is basically go, hey, all the people across all time that I'm going to connect with through this photograph, or that will connect with this photograph, or that will see this photograph, can I now pull energy from all over the universe through them, through me, and out the other side. More. Pull, 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 pull. More, 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 more. What if it was like a rich, raging river? And more, and more, and more. Awesome. Cool. So that's an energy pull. So you want to look at the lens like it's an eye, connect with it as if it's someone who cares deeply about you and someone who you care deeply about. And then you want to be that expansive space and pull energy through all the people who will see the photograph across all time. And there you go. That's a pretty good start to get you going on a photo shoot. So anyway, I'm glad you joined me for this series of videos, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Ciao.